So today, ladies and gentlemen, we received a very surprising and out of the blue trailer and newswire dump on the new GTA Online story update featuring Franklin Clinton and friends titled The Contract. Yes, you heard it, Franklin is indeed coming to GTA Online and in a very big way. First off, I'm going to go over the new vehicles and weapons that we know of so far, so let's get into this. The first weapon is the compact EMP Launcher. Now we don't get too much information about these themselves, but from the images I can see and by the names we can make a rough guess as to this being somewhat similar to the railgun, however much smaller and of course compact. Another weapon is the stun gun. We have been asking for this to be added to GTA Online for a while now, so I'm very happy they finally chose to bring it to the game. Of course, it initially being in story mode, but it's now getting added to online in this update. And I gotta say, that's a lovely gun model by the way. Now as for the new vehicles, we have the Enus Jubilee, which to me is a heavily improved and modified version of the current Benefactor turreted limo. Of course, without the turret that is. And yet another new vehicle, we have the Duabachi Champion. This thing looks great and also could be armoured, as I can see on the side panels to the door there. Now we will go over the new additions once I have broke down the initial newswire. So this update is releasing on December 15th as we all initially expected, and in this update we can see familiar faces from the man himself, Franklin Clinton, Dr. Dre and Lamar Davis as well. Now with this update, the new F. Clinton and Partner agency will essentially be a hub similar to the CEO office of solutions to high society problems. In other words, carrying out missions and contracts, which is the name of this actual update. We will essentially be helping Franklin and Lamar do their dirty work pretty much and help them take the business to the next level. Now as we all predicted, Dr. Dre will be a key theme throughout this update, as with the Cayo Perico heist, Dr. Dre appearance was somewhat left on a cliffhanger, and well, this does tie into the storyline for this update. Basically, to sum it up, when Dr. Dre's phone had been stolen, it contained unreleased music, hottest properties in the city, which involves us to help out and take the agency to next levels. Additionally, get ready to help out Dr. Dre on his journey of returning his items back to the rightful owner, along with Franklin, expert hacker Armory, Chop the dog, and crew. So yes, Chop will also be tagging along on this one. Now what's interesting is it did mention this, to the hottest properties in the city, from debaucherous mansions to the offices of the FBI. Now it did mention that Dr. Dre's phone did contain some of the hottest properties, so this could mean mansions are finally available to purchase? Who knows? And now finally the property, of course the main agency headquarters, which we get a preview of right here as well, and the Armory, which again we get a preview of here. This could be an upgrade to the agency as a place to store vehicles and new weapons, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But it definitely does look like a central hub for hacking as well as storing weapons, of course, in the name. Okay, now that we have gone over all of that, I'm going to break down the trailer. Yes, there is a trailer to it as well. The trailer opens with a scene of what looks to be a whole new area in the agency itself, which we can get another look at fully over here, where we can play the drums, which may be a feature, but it might just be for sure during cutscenes, as well as a piano as well. This could be an add-on to the agency, or it might be a completely separate place on the map where Dr. Dre and us can go into the studio and see him recording. It now cuts to another shot, this time featuring Franklin himself in what looks to be the main head office of the agency, and another shot is showing us what the agency will look like as well. We also get this shot right here, which does confirm a new garage space within the agency property, which looks to be huge and can definitely store many vehicles. And now going back to what I said about the mansions property, well, in the next shot we get a view of Playboy Mansion itself with a car show taking place, it seems, and many people around partying, which fits in with what I said about owning properties. We get another view inside the agency with the main lead hacker Armory. Now throughout the trailer we get two shots of both the Vagos and the Ballers, both main enemies to Franklin's family territory. Now this could link to some side missions as where we have to take them down. I think so indeed. We now get a view of Dr. Dre himself in an entirely new studio area with him recording some new music on the booth with his partner in crime. And he shows up himself, Lamar Davis, which looks to be a cutscene for what could lead into the missions. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, December 15th, The Contract, with all new characters and agencies ready to take on Los Santos and Vinewood. Let me know what you all think down below, and with that, keep an eye out on the newswire in the upcoming days for a lot more information about this update. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to see all of that. I will be covering it all on this channel, and as always, thanks for watching.